There are battles in life that no one can fight for you. No one can step into the ring and take the hits on your behalf. These are the moments that define who you are, the moments when you are truly alone. Pain, fear, doubt, growth, and death. These are the things you must face alone. You can have support, you can have guidance, but in the end, it's your fight, and no one else can carry the weight for you. Pain is personal. No one else can feel what you feel. People can sympathize, they can tell you they understand, but they don't. They're not living in your skin. They don't feel the ache in your heart, the fire in your muscles, or the heaviness in your chest. Pain isolates you. It wraps you in silence and forces you to sit with it, to process it, to endure it. The world keeps moving, but you're stuck in the moment, feeling every second stretch out forever. Pain demands that you face it head on, because there's no shortcut, no way around it. You either endure it or let it break you. Fear is yours to face. No one can step into your mind and silence the voices of doubt and terror. Fear grabs you by the throat and makes you question everything. Your choices, your abilities, your worth. It whispers to you that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that you should quit. And no one can fight those whispers for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to look fear in the eye and keep moving forward. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's feeling it, acknowledging it, and refusing to let it stop you. That's a battle no one else can fight for you. Doubt will creep in when you're alone. When the noise of the world fades and it's just you and your thoughts, doubt will strike. Am I good enough? Am I making the right choice? What if I fail? It's relentless. It feeds on your insecurities, magnifies your weaknesses, and questions your every move. No one else can silence that voice. You can ask for advice, seek reassurance, but in the end, it's your inner battle. You have to decide whether to listen to doubt or to drown it out with action. Growth is a lonely process. People talk about growth as if it's some beautiful, inspiring journey. It's not. Growth is painful. It's messy. It's isolating. You're shedding old parts of yourself, beliefs, habits, even relationships. And that process is brutal. No one can grow for you. No one can force you to change. It's a choice you make every day, a decision to face the discomfort, to do the hard work, to transform yourself into something better. Growth is your responsibility, and it's something you have to take on alone. And then there's death, the ultimate solitude. No one can walk that path with you. When the time comes, you'll face it alone. It doesn't matter how much love surrounds you or how many people are by your side. Death is yours to face. It forces you to confront the reality of your life, what you did, what you didn't do, who you became. There are no excuses, no second chances. It's the moment of ultimate clarity, and it belongs to you alone. These things, pain, fear, doubt, growth, and death, are the ultimate tests. They're the things no one else can take from you, no matter how much they want to help. They strip you down to your core, revealing who you really are. And in those moments, you realize the truth. The only person who can save you is you. People will try to support you, and sometimes they can make the journey a little easier. But they can't take the pain away. They can't face your fears for you. They can't silence your doubts, force your growth, or stand in for you when the end comes. Those are your battles, your burdens, your responsibility. And here's the thing, that's not a bad thing, because it's in those moments of solitude, when you're facing the hardest parts of life, that you discover what you're made of. Pain makes you stronger. Fear makes you braver. Doubt forces you to dig deeper. Growth transforms you. And death reminds you to live fully, to stop wasting time, and to give everything you have to this life. The hardest battles are the ones you fight alone, but they're also the battles that shape you. They're the moments that define your strength, your resilience, and your character. No one else can fight them for you, and that's what makes them matter. So when you're faced with pain, when fear is suffocating you, when doubt is screaming in your ear, when growth feels impossible, and when death feels too close, remember this. These are your moments. Pain, fear, doubt, growth, and death. These aren't just things you face. They're the crucibles that forge you. They're the universal truths of existence, and they don't care who you are or what you've done. They strip away the surface, the pretenses, and the lies you tell yourself. These are the moments that define your soul, the moments that test your will to survive and your desire to thrive. And the cold, harsh reality is that no one else can step into that fire for you. Pain is the great equalizer. It doesn't care about your status, your wealth, or your dreams. It comes for everyone. Physical pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain. It's all-consuming. It demands your attention, hijacks your thoughts, and brings you to your knees. But here's the thing about pain. It's not just a punishment. It's a teacher. It shows you where your limits are and then dares you to push past them. It's the raw, unfiltered signal that you're alive, that you're fighting, that you're still in the game. And while others may empathize with your suffering, no one else can feel your pain. No one can carry it for you. You have to endure it, learn from it, and rise above it. Fear isn't just an emotion, it's a predator. It stalks you, waiting for moments of weakness to pounce. Fear whispers in your ear, telling you to quit, to play it safe, to hide. It feeds on hesitation, on insecurity, on your desire to avoid discomfort. And the scariest part, fear never truly goes away. It's always there, lurking, waiting. But fear isn't the enemy. Fear is the guidepost. It points to the things that matter most, the challenges worth taking, the paths that lead to greatness. Facing fear is the ultimate act of courage, and no one else can do it for you. You have to take that leap, walk into the unknown, and prove to yourself that fear has no power over you. Doubt is insidious. It's not loud and dramatic like fear. It's quiet, creeping, relentless. It shows up in the dead of night, in the quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts. Doubt asks the questions you're afraid to answer. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? What if I'm wasting my time? Doubt doesn't just attack your goals, it attacks your identity. It makes you question who you are and what you're capable of. But here's the truth about doubt. It's not meant to stop you. It's meant to test you. It forces you to dig deep, to reaffirm your purpose, to double down on your efforts. You don't overcome doubt by running from it. You overcome it by confronting it, by proving it wrong through action. And that's a fight no one else can win for you. Growth is painful because it requires destruction. You have to break down old beliefs, old habits, and old versions of yourself. Growth isn't pretty. It's not a smooth, linear process. It's chaotic, uncomfortable, and often isolating. When you're growing, you'll feel like you're losing parts of yourself. And in a way, you are. But that's the point. You can't become something new without letting go of the old. Growth is a choice, and it's a lonely one. No one else can do the work for you. No one else can make the decision to push forward when it's easier to stay the same. Growth is yours to own, and it's yours to fight for. And then there's death, the final, unavoidable truth. No one escapes it. No one can shield you from it. It's the one experience we all face completely alone. Death forces you to confront the reality of your existence. What did you do with your time? Did you live fully, or did you waste it? Did you take the risks, or did you play it safe? Did you leave your mark, or did you fade into the background? Death isn't just the end. It's the ultimate mirror, reflecting back the life you chose to live. And when that moment comes, there's no pretending, no excuses, no hiding. These truths, pain, fear, doubt, growth, and death, are universal, but they're also deeply personal. No one else can carry them for you, and no one else can take them away. They're your burdens, but they're also your opportunities. They're the forces that shape you, that challenge you, that reveal your strength. People will try to help you. They'll offer advice, sympathy, and support. And while that can make the journey a little less heavy, it doesn't change the fact that these battles are yours and yours alone. Pain will still cut through you. Fear will still paralyze you. Doubt will still whisper in your ear. Growth will still demand sacrifice. And death will still stand at the end.